Both the Barryvox 2 and the Barryvox S2 have accelerometers in them, motion detectors. And that motion detector can be used for a suite of applications. One of those, which both beacons have, is Rescue Send. And we've discussed how Rescue Send is a feature for somebody who is on site at a rescue, but is not actually the one performing the beacon search. Again, that person could be a dog handler, a prober, a shoveler, or maybe somebody with not a lot of skills who wants to just be set aside in the safest place possible, but still have protection from a secondary avalanche. So by going into Rescue Send, your switch is in send, but you are not actually sending a signal. And when the motion detector realizes you've stopped moving, presumably because of another avalanche, it will then default back to send. Additionally, with the Barryvox S2, as with its predecessor, the Barryvox S and the Pulse, these beacons come with a vital data feature. So if I know that the beacon I'm searching for is also a beacon that has vital data, a Barryvox S2, a Barryvox S, or a Pulse, if that victim is wearing their beacon in the harness on the chest, the motion sensor is now just looking for very subtle movement in the form of chest rise. And if that is seen or felt, then on your screen you will see a heart next to that subject. That can be used for triage. In the event you're looking for multiple targets and you know they all have vital data enabled beacons, you may choose to go to a victim that is further away because they have vital data showing, instead of going to somebody who is closer or shallower. It does not mean they have a heart rate. It's not a heart rate monitor, but again, that motion sensor is seeing motion. It's much less likely to work if you're wearing it in a pant leg pocket because there's less likely to be movement on your leg. So needs to be vital data enabled beacon and needs to be worn in the harness. The final feature that the motion sensor is used for is in lieu of traditional revert to send. All beacons, or most beacons out there, have some form of a revert to send function built into them. Most of them are based on a timer. So if you are doing a beacon search, you're in search mode, and that search has taken a while, traditionally your beacon, depending on the make and model, maybe 4 minutes, maybe 8 minutes, will sound an alarm and revert back to sending in case you were caught in another avalanche during your search. This can be a little bit disconcerting or problematic and add a step if you are doing the search and that alarm goes off. We have enabled that to be tied to the motion sensor so that if you're doing a search, as long as you're moving, it will never revert to send. Again, as soon as it notices that you've stopped moving, that's a clue that maybe you were caught in another avalanche, and only then will it revert to send. The default setting is 4 minutes. You can change that to 2 minutes in the Barryvox S2. The Barryvox 2 also has this function, but you cannot change the time.